This is not just another celebrity breakup. This is not about petty Instagram unfollows or vague song lyrics. This is the full-blown implosion of a high-profile relationship between Halle Bailey, the angel-voiced Disney star who became America's sweetheart, and DDG, the rapper turned YouTuber whose flashy lifestyle and digital savviness made him a household name. Their story started like a fairy tale and crashed like a thriller, complete with allegations of abuse, court orders, surveillance footage, and a diaper bag hiding a Hello Kitty AirTag. So buckle up, because this is not a drill. This is a deep dive into one of the messiest celebrity dramas of the year, and we're only on Act 1. To understand just how wild this has become, we need to rewind. For months, fans of the couple noticed something strange. Halle and DDG, once so public with their love, had suddenly gone quiet. The coordinated posts disappeared. Halle started sharing cryptic captions and sad girl selfies, and DDG began moving in silence. People suspected a breakup, but there was no official word. Just silence, until it broke wide open. Mid-May 2025, Halle Bailey walked into a courtroom in Los Angeles. No glam squad, no red carpet look. Just a woman with tear-streaked cheeks, holding baby Hello in a folder thick with evidence. She wasn't there to negotiate a breakup. She was there asking for protection. In her testimony, Halle detailed a terrifying pattern of behavior. She claimed DDG had screamed at her while she was holding their child, that he showed up uninvited to her home, that he smashed property, including a home security camera, and most disturbing of all, she said he once tried to grab baby Hello and leave in a fit of rage. This wasn't about heartbreak. This was about fear. She brought photos to back up her claims. A chipped tooth, bruises on her arms, a cracked phone. Messages that painted a picture of verbal and emotional abuse. She told the judge she felt hunted, that she was scared for herself and for her baby. And the judge didn't hesitate. Halle was granted a temporary restraining order against DDG, full temporary custody of baby Hello, and a court-mandated buffer. DDG was ordered to stay 100 yards away and to stop all communication. Just like that, the illusion of peace shattered. The internet reacted like a wildfire. #FreeHello and #BelieveHalle started trending within hours. People called her brave. They praised her for standing up for herself and her child. Articles were written. Think pieces flooded Twitter. Everyone, it seemed, had chosen a side. And DDG, he went silent. But silence doesn't mean surrender. Because just a few days later, DDG came out swinging with a counter-narrative that flipped the entire story on its head. In his version, Halle wasn't the victim. He was, and he brought his own mountain of receipts. DDG claimed Halle had been obsessively tracking him with multiple Apple AirTags. One allegedly hidden inside a bottle of vitamins. Another stashed under a car seat in his Maybach. But the most disturbing, a Hello Kitty pet tracker found in baby Hello's diaper bag. Yes, the diaper bag. He claimed she showed up to a Beverly Hills movie theater where he was on a date and tried to start a fight with the girl he was with. His mother backed him up, saying Halle's behavior had crossed boundaries for months. But the most disturbing moment, the knife incident. According to DDG, it began with a string of increasingly desperate texts from Halle. All caps. Demands to pick up the phone. Emotional outbursts. Then, a final chilling message, "I'm calling for help. I have a knife." DDG said he pleaded with her to stop, that he begged her to stay calm. But instead, she allegedly showed up and lunged at him, slicing his hand open. He posted a photo of the injury. It was real. Deep, bloody, not something that could be faked with makeup and good lighting. And suddenly, the narrative wasn't so simple. Just when things couldn't get more intense, it escalated further. On Mother's Day, DDG claims Halle became furious when he refused to spend the holiday with her. She allegedly packed up baby Hello, took DDG's Glock, yes, a loaded handgun with no safety, and walked out the door. He texted her in a panic, "You have a son. If you don't come back, I'm calling the police." Her response? Cold. "You ruined me." Let that sink in. A new mother walking away with a baby and a gun. This wasn't just drama. This was a moment that could have turned tragic. And DDG says this wasn't an isolated incident. He revealed messages in which Halle allegedly threatened to hurt herself, particularly when she thought he was cheating. One message read, "I'm going tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever." There were more. dozens of messages, some sad, some furious, some downright terrifying. The kind of things people say when they are not okay, when they feel abandoned, betrayed, or completely broken. DDG portrayed Halle as someone in emotional free fall. Not a villain, not a monster, but someone who was unraveling. And then came the Lala twist. DDG had long been rumored to be involved with influencer Lala. Fans suspected she was the other woman in the situation. Once DDG's messages and footage surfaced, Lala was dragged into the mess by association. She eventually went live, pleading with her followers not to turn this into a gossip war. She said this wasn't just celebrity tea. This was real-life pain, and someone could get seriously hurt. That's when the internet did what it always does. It split in two. One side stood firm behind Halle, calling her brave, strong, and emotionally wounded by an abusive partner. The other side began questioning the narrative, saying maybe she wasn't the only one hurting. Maybe DDG's receipts had merit. Maybe there was more to the story than we were told. And that brings us to the fallout. There are rumors now that Halle has been dropped from a major film project. Whether it's because of the legal drama, the leaked texts, or the chaos that's followed her in the media, nobody can say for sure. But her image, once pristine, once glowing with Disney charm and angelic innocence, has taken a hit. And it hurts to watch, because Halle has always been seen as the good girl, the dreamer, the role model, but now, the halo is flickering. And DDG. He's far from vindicated. His public image was already controversial before all of this. While some fans believe him, others say he's manipulating the public, weaponizing receipts to flip the narrative. That he's only interested in control, not clarity. The court of public opinion is vicious, but in this case, the legal system is the only one that truly matters. As of now, the custody battle is still underway. Halle has retained a high-powered legal team specializing in domestic violence and family law, while DDG has responded with his own legal counteractions, demanding fair custody rights and refuting her accusations with more surveillance and testimonies. It's a legal chess match, with both sides claiming to act in the best interest of their child. Yet, the more the public learns, the murkier things become. The story isn't getting simpler, it's getting darker. The once dreamy illusion of celebrity love has dissolved into something much more raw, something painful, something that can't be wrapped up with a cute tweet or a carefully filtered Instagram post. It's real and messy and deeply human. And while the world continues to dissect every leaked message, every viral clip, and every courtroom development, one question lingers louder than the rest. What happens to baby Halle? Because that's the real heartbreak here. A child is growing up in a story the world can't stop watching. Every time a new headline drops, it's another thread in a tangled digital history that Halle will one day read. And when that day comes, no one will be able to delete the comments, erase the tweets, or silence the podcasts. It will all still be there, permanent and painful. So maybe instead of debating who's lying or who's winning, we should be asking how we got here. How a story that started with red carpets and love songs became a cautionary tale about surveillance, obsession, custody battles, and fame-fueled heartbreak. Because in the end, the glitz always fades, but the damage, that sticks around. And if Act 1 was this chaotic, who knows what Act 2 will bring? Halle Bailey is the multifaceted sensation who exploded onto the global scene with Chloe x Halle, earned Grammy nominations, and stole hearts as Ariel in Disney's The Little Mermaid. She's young, incredibly talented, and using her voice both literally and culturally. DDG is equally well known, a rapper and YouTube personality with a massive following. He's dropped hit music, shared his entrepreneurial journey, and built a loyal fan base with his charisma and candor. Together, they were once one of the most anticipated, talked about young celebrity couples, until they weren't. Now with this kiss making headlines, we're asking, did they get back together? Are they co-parenting the public narrative? Or is this just a friendly gesture gone viral? Let's get into it. First things first, who exactly are the two people at the center of this speculation? If you're a pop culture aficionado, you already know. But let's paint a fuller picture. Halle Bailey first rose to fame as part of the sister duo Chloe x Halle, alongside her older sister Chloe. Their harmonies, songwriting skills, and performances landed them a record deal under Beyoncé's Parkwood Entertainment label. They quickly became Grammy-nominated artists, beloved not only for their music, but also for their authenticity and advocacy. Beyond music, Halle captured our imaginations as the live-action Ariel, delivering a powerful and vibrant performance that sparked global conversation, especially about representation, identity, and storytelling. DDG, born Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr., made his name on YouTube early, chronicling everything from pranks to vlogs. He leveraged that platform into a music career, releasing viral tracks and cultivating a persona that's bold, direct, and deeply relatable. His authenticity, on display in songs, interviews, and social platforms, has created a tight-knit fan base that tunes in for new music, business updates, and personal insight. He also brings an entrepreneurial flair, branching into clothing and tech investments. Now imagine the chemistry. Halle's grounded but powerful presence mixed with DDG's confident, unapologetic charm. On paper and on camera, they seemed magnetic. Altogether, their relationship played out in public through red carpet photos, Instagram likes, and shared moments that fans loved. But relationships, celebrity or otherwise, are complicated. And so, fast forward to today, one kiss, and the internet is ablaze again. Let's rewind and trace the timeline that brought us here. Early 2021. Rumors began bubbling when Halle and DDG were spotted together at industry events, seemingly enjoying each other's company. Fans on social media picked up on body language, stories, and subtle Facebook/Instagram signals. Hype grew fast, online gossip sites, Twitter threads, and comment sections buzzed with excitement. Mid-late 2021. By this point, more public moments, from casual meetups to subtle yet meaningful Instagram interactions, fueled speculation. Some outlets claimed they were exclusive, while others suggested they were just friends. But chemistry and camaraderie between them couldn't be ignored. Fans loved the possibility of their union, and they showed it. Late 2021 to early 2022. Things went quiet. Halle's commitments to The Little Mermaid ramped up. DDG's album releases and tours drew the spotlight. Their public presence together faded. Rumors circulated about a split, but again, neither side offered details. The fans were left with unanswered questions. June 2025, that's right, just now, a fan-recorded video pops up online. Halle and DDG are seen stepping out together. In it, they share a quick, affectionate kiss, an unmistakable display of intimacy. That clip goes viral within minutes. Social platforms go into overdrive, with users sharing it, remixing it, commenting on it. Within hours, major gossip outlets have picked it up, headlines are live, and fans are in full-on discussion mode. The timing is key. It's intentional enough to be interpreted as a moment. They're definitely comfortable in each other's space. The kiss, not playful, not entirely spontaneous. It feels deliberate. So the internet is asking, did love resurface? Is this a new chapter or just a flashback? Creators are pulling screenshots, slow-moing the kiss, analyzing it frame by frame. Some top-tier influencers are giving breakdowns. Was she leaning in softly? Did he look surprised? All of these are the fuel for the speculation machine. People are tagging celebrities, friends of the couple, to see their reactions, which brings us to some celebrities close to the pair have started sprinkling their own stories and subtle emoji responses. One close pal reportedly posted a red heart emoji after the clip went viral. Another friend took to DMs, privately telling fans, "We're all rooting for them." The commentary is split. Half are ready to declare a rekindled romance, half are diving into conspiracies. Maybe it was filmed for content. A quick promo moment. They're known to collaborate after all. Bottom line, this has hit a nerve, and everyone wants the inside scoop. Now let's focus on what they've actually said over the years. In past interviews, Halle's been candid about valuing closeness and authenticity, especially in relationships that survive behind-the-scenes noise. On one occasion, she said, "We'll always be close, no matter what." That's intentional phrasing. She didn't say maybe friends, she said always close. On his side, DDG's shared similar sentiments about maintaining respect and connection post-relationship. In one vlog, he mentioned that just because things didn't work out romantically doesn't mean everything goes away. He's emphasized loyalty, personal growth, and raw honesty, attributes that suggest they could remain tight even without being in a relationship. Given that neither has publicly announced a romantic reunion, there's space to argue this is a major turning point or a moment of nostalgia between two people who once meant a lot. The kiss could be a signal, we're more than friends. Or it could be a casual gesture, maybe even playful, without deeper intention. The truth, it might lie between those poles. Imagine this, a music video together, or a joint Instagram live, red carpet photos. Even a casual date with a romantic edge could go viral. The fan base is ready if they're ready to go there. The real question, are they willing? But it's not all career optics. There's heart behind this. The pair are known to be private, intelligent, and emotionally aware. If they're stepping into this together, maybe it's because they genuinely feel something worth risking the glare. Let's step beyond the gossip. Why do fans care so deeply? It's not just celebrity adrenaline. There's something deeper. Their relationship story feels like a modern fairy tale. Two talented, ambitious people navigating fame while trying to connect on a human level. Fans see themselves in that dynamic. They were once a couple. They split. They grew. Now this kiss could mean healing, reconnection, second chances. People love comeback stories. As Black artists and as a biracial figure in DDG's case, they carry broader cultural symbolism. The idea of Black excellence, love, and creative synergy resonates deeply with underserved audiences. They become more than individuals. They become symbols of what's possible. Fans want authenticity from celebrities. If this is real, it signals something hopeful, vulnerable, and inspiring. The idea that you can love, learn, evolve, approach love again. One thing's for sure, everyone's watching, waiting, speculating. Whether it's romance or nostalgia or both, this moment marks a turning point. All right, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into Halle Bailey and DDG's kiss, their relationship journey, and what this all might mean. We've covered their personal and professional history, dissected live fan reaction, and delved into the cultural and emotional layers behind the moment. But now it's your turn. What do you think? Are they officially back together? Is this just a sentimental reunion, or a friendly reminder of things that once were? Drop a comment below with your take, and be sure to back it up with evidence, even if it's speculation. Do you want to follow up part 2 with audio clips, interviews, or exclusive behind-the-scenes context? Let us know.